Alright, hello and welcome back to the conclusion of Torin's passage. We are here drifting aimlessly in the null void and need to find a way to move ourselves around. And luckily, we just so happen to have these bagpipes. So we can use these to generate a bit of a current to move around. The question is, where are we going? Well, we look around here. Nothing here, really. How about over here? There appears to be a doorway. Alright, let's head that way. So we can use these to charge up and fire down. If we go too far, we'll kind of bounce off the bottom of the screen or the side of the screen, whichever direction we're going. Which doesn't matter, so... Other than the fact that you can waste your time by bouncing too far. There we go. Let's just go back this way first. Okay. Go back this way a little bit. Okay, a little further. And a little more. Okay, let's come back this way. And I think that should just about do it. Good. Now, luckily they're polite enough to have a doorbell here. However, if we were to ring it... Apparently Dreep is coming to open the door, and when he gets here... he immediately eats us.
What a shame to come all this way and not be able to get inside.
So, we need another option. And what we're going to do is actually use this recording of Lycentia's voice, which has now been broken after that guard threw us into the wall. And so we now have little sections of her speech. And what we're going to do is we're going to find portions that say what we want to say. This is part of his name. Okay, so now it says Dreep. Dreep you. Alright, so that's good. How about, let's see, what does this section say?
You decrepit old...
That's not quite working for us. How about you?
You hear?
Almost.
You not well.
How about this?
You come here.
And here?
You come here.
Alright, perfect. So, we're going to go back off into the void a bit. We're going to put this out in the void. And then blow our way back.
Come here. Here.
You can still hear it playing off in the void, so we're going to ring the bell.
Come here. Come here.
We're just going to walk under here.
You come here. Come here.
Allow Dreep to float away, and we can head inside.
What the?
See our parents, Boogle, Darth Vader, Yoda. Not really sure who these two are. Can't quite make out this one either.
I swear I'll stop her.
Should have looked it up. Alright, so what to do here is not necessarily extremely obvious, but we don't have too many options, so that does help. But if she is going to be such a powerful magic user, perhaps we can try to use some of our magic against her. What good that did us, I'm not sure, but...
What? You dare enter my home and attempt your little magic spells on me?
collar, due to her efforts to return to the lands above, is now choking her. We could let her die, but instead, If you remember what the old man said, only royalty can open the collar.
Foolish boy. I have more power in my little finger than you'll ever possess.
How Torin was supposed to know to touch the collar, I don't know. But Lycentia is now coming to that same realization.
The collar. Torin. Of course. Who else could remove the collar?
How do you know my name?
I was your nanny.
Nanny?
I saved your life the night your parents were murdered.
Murdered? No! How could you? I thought you had them in a magic spell.
No, Torin. The Farmans are safe. But they're not your real parents. Your real parents were the king and queen of the lands above.
What? But then I'm...
That's right. You're the next king.
No, that's wrong. I'm the next king. You should have died in your cradle that night, little nephew.
Nephew?
After searching for you all these years, you won't escape me now.
Reminds me a lot of Rasputin from Anastasia.
Parents. And now I'll kill you.
Now this is a particularly, I think, tough puzzle to solve.
And I'll finish her.
What you want to do is make it look like you're threatening your own life
Don't!
by standing over this little pit of lava. And if you fall into this, you will die, and it will be considered lava. However, we switch places with him.
Lycentia! Lycentia, are you okay? That was close. I thought he had you there for a second. Hey, Lycentia!
Off to the void you go.
But the lava...
Oh, Torin. That's not lava. That's Dreep's supper dish.
What about my parents and Boogle?
Of course. Torin, I think it's time for all of us to go back home, to the lands above.
Torin, where's my tools? From town, remember?
Son, who's this lady? And is she gonna stay for dinner?
Mom, Dad. Oh, it's great to be home again. Oh.
Unfortunately, that is how the game ends. The only thing that happens from here out is the credits. There's no real follow-up on any of the pieces of the puzzle that were, gone over throughout the entire game. Personally, I like to think that, of course, Torin went back down and met back with Lena. Most likely they ended up together as a combined royal couple. I also think that most likely Torin would have opened up travel again between the worlds, tried to mend some of the fences that seem to have been built up after a decade or two of there being no travel or communication, at least a decade or two. It may have been going on for longer that people really weren't communicating at all, and it was only Lycentia as the only person sent down in however many decades. But sadly, we will never technically know. Who knows? Maybe someday some really bored person with too much money will find a way to purchase the IP and continue the story. Not sure where you'd go from here. Maybe some kind of quest to have Torin prove his ability as a ruler, some kind of rights of rulership similar to Quest for Glory 5, probably with some dark something or other in the background that is not initially part of the story, but is interfering with Torin, and eventually he has to have a final confrontation with them, something like that. It might work. Maybe Lena can even be a, I don't know, important part somehow or another. We'll leave it up to better minds. Should be getting reasonably close to the end. There we go. So that moves to the second to last one. It talks about the moms, dads, husbands, wives, girlfriends, boyfriends, and significant others without whom this game would have been done 9 months earlier. 9, I don't know where I got 9 from. Would have been done months earlier. Zippy the Wonder Llama. And the cast. Alright, well, that does it. Hope you enjoyed, and until next time, see ya!